In this video, I will show you how to use the Tasks feature to create and manage follow-up tasks for your clients. To get started, we will create a follow-up task for a client directly from the dashboard. If you click on any client on your dashboard, it's going to bring up your client details page. On this page, you can click on the ellipsis or three dots menu to get started. You'll see already when we look at this client, they don't currently have any follow-up tasks set. So let's set one for them. We'll click on the ellipsis menu and then choose Set a Follow-up. From here, you have the option to choose the date on which your follow-up task will be due. You also can choose your assignee. If you'd like to assign the task to a staff member, you can do that here. This will default to whomever is signed into the portal at this time. However, you can easily remove that assignee by clicking the X or change the assignee by clicking the drop-down menu and choosing a different staff member. Next, you can add important notes for context so you never forget why you set a follow-up task. Then you will click Create and it's going to bring up your follow-up task modal. In this modal, you're going to see a success menu showing that the task was created successfully, and then you're going to have a couple of different calls to action that you can choose from. You can choose to move on to the next client. If you choose this option, it's going to move you directly to the next client in the dashboard category. It's also going to remove this client from that dashboard category. If you choose Go to Dashboard, it's going to take you right back to the dashboard, and it's also going to remove this client from the dashboard category. Either of those two actions will result in this client being removed from your dashboard. However, if there is an instance where you would like to keep a client in a dashboard category even after you create a follow-up task for them, you can do that as well by clicking on this X. If you click the X, it's going to close the modal and it will leave this client in that dashboard category. I'll show you here. If we close the client details page, you'll see the client remains in the dashboard category. You also have the option to edit an existing follow-up task from the client details page. If we click on a client who already has a follow-up task set, you can bring up that information here. Viewing the client details page, we can quickly see that this client does have a follow-up task set for July 9th, the status is scheduled, and that the assignee is John Doe. If we need to edit this task in any way, we can click on the pencil icon here and make any edits that we need, and then simply click Update. You also have the option to cancel the task entirely if it's no longer needed. If you choose that option, you're going to get this modal asking you if you're sure. You can simply click that and you'll see there is no longer a follow-up task for this client. The next way to create and manage follow-up tasks is from your Tasks tab. In this tab here, you will find your action center for all of your follow-up tasks. You have a calendar view here on the left that's going to show you a bird's eye view of everything you have due for an entire month. If you notice, overdue tasks are going to have this red indicator dot, and any tasks for the future are going to have a green indicator dot, so you can quickly glance to see what kind of month you're looking at. If you'd like to show a specific date range of all of the tasks due during a specific time frame, you can choose those dates on the calendar and it's going to filter your tasks accordingly. You can clear the filter by choosing the X here. Next, you have your list views of your tasks. Here you have an overdue tasks tab where you will see all tasks that are overdue for everyone. You'll notice that you can see the client for whom the task is set, the date that it was due, and the assignee if there was one. You can make edits from this page if you'd like. You can add or remove an assignee. If you hover over the icon, you can click the plus sign to quickly add an assignee. If you want to remove the assignee, you hover and click the little gray X and it will remove that person. You also can click on the task to bring up the task modal and make edits from there to your date, to any notes that you had, or you can cancel the task entirely. If you hover over the circle to the left side of the task, it's going to show you a gray check mark to show you that if you click this, it's going to complete that task. You can complete tasks quickly this way and they will be removed from your task list. Next, you can look at any task that you have due for today and any upcoming task for the next 7 days. Next, you can choose to view only My Tasks. If you click this tab, it's going to show you only those tasks that are assigned to you. So if you're using this as your daily to-do list, you might want to choose the My Tasks option so you can filter out anybody else's responsibilities and only focus on what you have to do for the day. Finally, you can create a new task from this page as well. If you want to simply search for a client, choose that client and then create your follow-up task just as you did from the dashboard. Last but not least, you can control what you see here with this funnel icon and filtering certain tasks. So if you want to show all of the completed tasks to find a specific task that maybe you completed by mistake, or you want to see if a staff member has completed a task and you don't want to have to just search for it and try to find it, you can choose to show completed tasks, you can choose to show any canceled task, and that's going to give you a really good idea of exactly what has happened in your portal. You have the option to bring any task back, so if you complete a task, it is not lost forever. You can simply show the completed and canceled, click on the ellipsis or 3 dots menu, and mark as incomplete if you'd like to bring that task back. You can also click on the ellipsis or 3 dots menu and edit and mark it as incomplete from there if that's your preference. You have several different ways of accomplishing the same thing. That is the tasks feature. We hope you enjoy it.